As we close out 2019, we wanted to take a look back. What were some of the big stories in the state and here locally? Channel 8 Eyewitness News anchor Rod Fowler has more.
One of the biggest stories to hit the state this year, massive and historic flooding. Northeast, eastern, and central Nebraska all hit hard. The Spencer Dam, for example, collapsed, releasing an 11-foot wall of water. Numerous homes, communities, and farmland all underwater.
Just seeing your parents' home underwater that they've worked so hard for, gone, it crushes you.
I'm still pretty much a blank. It's, everything we've worked for is gone.
Who can forget these images? Nebraska Task Force 1 rescuing stranded residents in Columbus.
The third passenger at the second location on board.
And those huge ice chunks left on land after the water receded. Restrictions were put on Lincoln's drinking water as some of our wellheads along the Platte River had to be shut down. Flood damage for Nebraska overall estimated at $1.3 billion. In June, tragedy hit the community of Gretna as 4 teenagers were killed in a car crash. Sheriff officials say alcohol and speed contributed to the accident.
We ache for the families. On behalf of the Gretna Public Schools, I want to extend our deepest sympathies to those 4 families.
In crime news, the Aubrey Trail murder trial in Saline County. He was found guilty of first-degree murder in the death of Sidney Loof of Lincoln. Weeks before that verdict, an incident that made national news. Trail slashes his neck in front of the jury.
Please be seated.
Bailey is innocent and I curse you all.
Another suspect in the case, Bailey Boswell, is awaiting trial. Now, 2 stories that made big news here in Lincoln. In early October, a Chick-fil-A customer at the South Lincoln location becomes irate. The suspect, Joseph Samino, then went to his pickup and drove backwards through the building. He was eventually shot by a railroad employee.
The uniformed Burlington Northern Santa Fe special agent confronted the suspect, who was made threatening statements to the special agent, in addition to the vehicle that had just been driven through the business.
Later in October, shock at Playful Painters Child Care here in Lincoln. Titus Miller, who had worked there, has been indicted on federal charges of producing and distributing child porn involving 5 children.
How does your client wish to plead?
Not guilty to all counts.
A not guilty plea is entered as to all counts.
Miller is expected back in court in January. And as we look back, we wanted to end on a positive note. We had the privilege of meeting 106-year-old Thelma Chase of Lincoln. One of her wishes, go to a Huskers game and meet Scott Frost.
Oh yeah, I love watching the Huskers.
Well, you, our viewers, are wonderful. We receive many offers. UStop gave Thelma and her son 2 box seats to the Ohio State game. And dreams do come true. She eventually got to meet Coach Frost. Looking back at 2019, Rod Fowler, Channel 8 Eyewitness News.